Do, do, do. A wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Might as well have a wonderful Christmas time, seeing as how we're crashing into a black hole. Hate when that happens. But I'm sure we got smart people in here that are going to figure this all out for me. Hello, people says hello. Excellent greeting given your screen name. And Brandon's in and Pooper Scooper and Haroon and yeah boy. Yeah, we'll let if Susan is going to grace us with any notifications today, we'll let those go out before we get into the meat of all this. We're gonna touch the meat. Hey fast man, Jonathan's here. Hi, it's Alex. Nosebunk is God. Moonlight's Kitten. Krusty Bomb. Prasan is back. Joe Harold. Official MX is in. And it's Finn David Gigamac. Gigamac says his uncle is crashing into his whack hole. Happens. Faher says, fuck you. I say, Faher, eat a dick. Well, wait, you might have had that on your plate today. Forget it, plate today anyway. So I'll just say, fuck you back. Well, that's what we're going to talk about this on it's an article I just read. Now we got people in here, or people that come here regularly, much smarter than I. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. We got a good number of people in here already. I'm going to read you pieces of this article that I just read. This is from the New York Post. And again, if you guys want to look it up, it says the title is Milky Way Galaxy Map Unveiled as Astronomers. You put any of those keywords in the New York Post, you'll find it. But basically what happens is they made a very precise 3D map of our Milky Way galaxy using modern technology and everything. But to get to the crux of it, there is a black hole. The Milky Way has a huge black hole, I'm quoting, at the center called Sagittarius A.
Oh, yeah.
Now, back in 1985, Earth was thought to be 27,700 light years away from Sagittarius A. And again, I'm reading from the article. The new map puts it at 25,800 light years away. Scientists think Earth would be pulled apart inside a black hole, but there's no need to panic just yet. It's a long distance away, so it won't be anywhere near it for a long time. Now, okay, 85 was 35 years ago, but we moved almost 2,000 light years closer in those 35 years. My question is, and as you get closer to a black hole, and I don't know if this is true, it just seems to make sense to me, as you get closer to the black hole, wouldn't the black hole's gravitational pull become stronger? I mean, isn't there a tipping point where if there's a black hole in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy and it's pulling us towards it, isn't there a tipping point where, just like when the toilet flushes, for a while the water swirls at the top and then the suction takes over and goes, wouldn't we just circle for a while and then all of a sudden the black hole is going to be gotcha and pull you in? Not that I'm complaining. I don't mind. I want to know when it's coming because I want to get on the side of the planet that's closest to the black hole so I can be like this to the black hole as it's sucking me in. Hey, Gon says, good, peace out. Wait, a black hole, you serious? Ryan says, well, that, Tail Indigo says, New York Post. Well, you honestly think that the New York Post made this up and that the sources they quoted are not real, or that they made up these facts from the sources? I mean, let's not get over the top here about about fake news or something there, Indigo. I know a lot about space, so if anyone has questions, just ask. Well, that's what I'm curious. Now, if there's a black hole at the center, won't that pull of that black hole become stronger as we get closer to it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, tomorrow we're going to wake up and we're going to be like, holy shit, we're on our final roller coaster ride into a black hole. I know it's not going to be that rapid, but it just seems like if it moved 2,000 light years in 35 years, again, isn't there that tipping point where the gravitational pull eventually takes over? And more than that, as we get closer, wouldn't the rate we are heading to the black hole also accelerate? Oh, that could be. I didn't think about that, Alex. Alex makes a good point. See, this is why I like talking to this stuff with you guys. Alex says it could be the new projection is more accurate than the previous model, as opposed to us moving closer to it. So maybe there was none or not a significant amount of significant amount of movement. It's just that they became more accurate. That's a good take. That's possible. Crestbound says New York Post doing an article about things they don't understand whatsoever. Black holes pull stuff in, but also losing mass at an exponential rate, which in turn lowers its gravitational pull. Crestbound, again, let's stick to the topic here. If a newspaper could only do articles, or any media source could only do articles on things they fully understand, you're not going to do any art. You don't have experts in every field. This is a very brief article that just quotes people who are in that field. So let's not worry about the New York Post. We're talking about the issue, or not the issue, but the concept of the black hole being in the center of the universe. Whether it is or not and what's happening has nothing to do with the New York Post. All they're doing is quoting sources that are reliable on the subject. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Chrome. We're talking about the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. There's literally one at the center of every galaxy. Those are my questions. Okay, Jack Queen says, the same way the sun centers our solar system, a black hole centers our galaxy. I think it means with new technology they miscalculated. That's what somebody else is saying. Oh, God damn it. That's way less entertaining. If the initial figure was just a miscalculation, we're not actually getting closer. It's just another fucking boring Sunday then. I was hoping to look out my window and, see that the utter darkness of a black hole approaching, or us approaching it, as it may be. Reverse AC says, well, the galaxy is expanding rapidly, so I don't think we're going to crash into the black hole. But now, how much... And again, this is stuff I ask you guys because my knowledge is very surface on this. Doesn't the black hole have a significant amount of gravitational pull, though? Or no? This is it's just fascinating stuff for me. I like talking about it. Really? Jack Queen says there might actually be 2 black holes at the center of our galaxy. God damn, it's getting to be like prison. I mean, when I was in prison, there were a lot of black holes. It was an entirely different thing. They did kind of have their own gravitational pull, and they sucked you in, but that's another story. Random Gorilla says, if I'm getting sucked into a black hole, I'm going to go blast Pink Season. Yeah, well, now, in fairness, they didn't, here, I got the article right here. Again, I just don't want to turn this into a conversation about, you guys know how I feel about how the media is gone, and I'm not pleased with it as somebody with a background in journalism. But, again, they're quoting places like astronomers from the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan. They're not saying this themselves. They didn't come up with these hypotheses on their own. So they really are not a factor in this. But that they're saying this NAO of Japan is saying in 85 Earth was, and now this makes sense too, what you guys says, was thought to be 27.7 away. The new map puts it 25.8. So, and I didn't read that carefully enough. You're right. And just by the fact that they're saying was thought to be does kind of suggest what you guys are saying, that maybe just the new information they have is just more reliable. What the fuck? So we're all right. So again, some of you guys, hey Nate, some of you guys are way into this much more so than I. So are we getting pulled in towards the black hole or not? So I got to know whether to pack my shit. I want to try life in a black hole. Just maybe it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Adam says you will evaporate from speed before the black hole will even swallow you. And yes, the black hole has a massive gravitational pulse. That's what I thought. So how does that all work then? If we do have a black hole, or as Jack Queen says, potentially 2 black holes at the center of our universe, how are those black holes not pulling our universe towards them? Hmm. just just the dice says casually finding out we're all going to die. Isn't that nice? Cosmic awareness. Excellent screen name for this conversation. Says the black hole is going to stretch us like a noodle and turn us into a spark of light. Seems cool to me. Me too. Like I say, I want to be out there being defiant and shit. As it's pulling us in, I'm going to be like, fuck you, black hole, suck my dick, that type of thing. And then I'll turn into that flash of light. Let's see. We might be by the time we're there, it's going to be long after our time. Yeah, that's what they indicated too in the article, Indigo. But I'm just curious about how the whole process works. Stuff like that just fascinates the shit out of me. Okay. Hold on. Jack says potentially it's just a theory at the moment. Nah. Well, I gotta find something else to entertain myself with as far as the end of life as we know it. Anybody know of any asteroids coming our way? Dragon says, to be honest, it already feels like we've been trapped in a black hole since March. You know what, Dragon? Good point. If there was any, if there was such a thing as I'd mentioned at the top of that tipping point to where the black hole, its gravitational pull could overtake everything and just suck us down like water going down the drain, it would clearly be in 2020. So in that case, it's only got a few more weeks. So everybody get your affairs in order. Who's in D27 is now our stream boss. But I like talking about this stuff, especially with people that have like several of you guys who have a lot more knowledge about it than do I. Chrome says our galaxy is 105,700 light years wide. We don't have anything to worry about. The more interesting thing is probably the fact our galaxy will collide and combine with Andromeda eventually. Really? So then when we collide with the Andromedians, I'm going to call them. The Andromedians, we like fucking fight them. So I'll fight. I want to fight somebody from another galaxy. No black holes. Adam says no black hole. Oop. Oh, I lost the message. Could be hot Martian titties. Oh, now we're talking, Nate. Yeah. Vin says, oh, Curtis, I'm watching you since 6 years ago. Nice. How long? What have we been? We're going up on. Oh, this will be our 10-year anniversary in 2021. Yeah, we got about 5 months. We'll be 10 years on this channel on YouTube. FBI agent says, yo, my bad, I'm late. FBI agent. Now, if it was CIA agent, he would probably know about the black hole and exactly when we're going in and everything. They're just not telling us. Lude says, question I've had for a while. Why doesn't the black hole gradually suck in the galaxy's matter? That's exactly what I'm wondering, Lude. And again, I my knowledge about these types of things, as I said, is very surface. I don't have any depth of knowledge on it, but that's my question. A sun centers a solar system but doesn't suck in matter. A black hole does. What's stopping it exactly? Exactly, Lude. That's exactly what I'm wondering. And if that is the case, and if it is, even if it is just incrementally wildly slow, if it is sucking it in, as I asked at the top of the stream, is there a tipping point? Is there a point where it gets enough leverage onto the items within our own universe that, again, like that drain, water going down the drain, it just eventually whoosh, and sucks it all in. Dragon says, if heaven is real, one thing's for sure. If Shockmaster makes it up there, he will botch his entrance. True. we know that meme. Rover says, black hole? That's not right. It's actually called a hole of color. Yeah, what happens there? Blind Fury says, that's interesting too. Two black holes could cancel each other out. Is that what happens? Because Jack was saying something about there's potentially two black holes at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. If that's the case, when black holes, I don't even know if they know for sure, but when black holes collide or come within, too close a proximity to one another, does one absorb the other? Interesting. Nice. Extra Bartum says, I made the calculations. We have 33 years until our solar system is destroyed by the black hole. Oh, I'll probably, what would I be, 92? I might still be watching anime with you guys at 92. Ah, that's gonna, whatever series we're on right then, it's gonna ruin it when the black hole sucks us in. Fucking black hole, don't ruin my anime. Robert says, Curtis, where have all your Notre Dame shirts gone? Oh, I still got them all. They're still right in my drawer. Are you not supporting the team since you stopped? We went undefeated and beat Clemson. No, I've been supporting the team, Robert, since I was 6 years old. I'll never stop. I've just had such a fascination with anime now, and it's become such a big part of my life that I wear anime shirts. But I still got all my Notre Dame gear. They combine it. They do. Connor says they combine into a bigger black hole. God damn. So it is kind of like prison then. Whew. All right. So what if Jack's right? What if Jack's right? Or not that he's right, or what he's saying is the case. And I don't want to lay it all on Jack's like, yeah, if there aren't two black holes at the center of the universe, Jack Queen's fault. No, what I'm saying is what if what he's read is correct if there are two black holes, okay, in the center of the Milky Way galaxy, and let's say those two come together right now, and they form a bigger black hole, won't that really start sucking in all our shit? A black hole sucking in our shit. Why does everything we bring up here somehow turn into something that sounds like a conversation directly out of Pornhub? A black hole could never defeat anime. Well, that's what I'm hoping for, Joe. I tend to agree with you. Indigo says the thing about our Milky Way colliding with Andromeda. According to an article, our galaxy and Andromeda's halo is already touching. Really? Oh, excuse me, guys. The halo extends as far as half the distance to our Milky Way, 1.3 million light years, so I don't think it's much of a concern at the moment. Interesting. I never heard of this potato salad. Just play Universe Sandbox 2 and try out stuff? It's got to be, so that's some sort of app, website, something along those lines where you can basically feed in these types of questions or this type of information and see what the result would be. That'd be pretty fascinating, actually. Google moderator team is back. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Really? Let me see. Get out of here. Wait a second. Where? Message deleted by the Google moderator team. Hey, we didn't know you were watching. Did you pop in because we're talking about black holes? You thought we were being dirty in here, didn't you? We gotcha. Well, we were kind of, because the only black holes I'm familiar with, and I'm speaking right, you guys go about your business. I'm speaking right to a Google moderator team right now. The black holes I'm familiar with are the ones that I encountered in prison. And apparently, although they do seem to have their own gravitational pull, apparently from what the gang here is telling me, those are different than the black holes that are in the center of our universe. Google moderator team, what's your thoughts on what do you think? Is there any reason to continue with the stream? Do you think the black hole will pull us in by the end of the day? Google moderator team, just tell me. I won't tell anybody. Does Susan have any type of control over the black hole? Because she's got power over time and space, correct? Google moderator team's not talking to me. Not the first person. You're not the first moderator team to ignore me. So, the Google moderator team just got a bit bored on shift and wanted to hear about black holes, Rover says. Haroon says, read his previous message. He's got the deets. Is it cool to say the deets? I mean, is it cool to say he's got the deets if it was 20 years ago? Oh, now wait, you got me going too far back. Now you said last one said go back to my last one, and then it's easier just. Okay, here we go. Haroon says, well, I just searched that it only sucks in stars and gas. I'm confused, but it says our orbital motion through our galaxy keeps us stable. I mean, maybe we haven't got sucked in because it loses energy? It only sucks in stars and gas. So that means when the black hole does obliterate everything, Hollywood's going first. Get it? Because it sucks in stars and gas. So if it's stars and gas, it's going to be Hollywood and Washington, D.C. first. Because we all know that they're full of gas. Susan equals God. That's true, Nate. Yeah. She probably doesn't have time to deal with it. Black holes are just like an incidental. Dragon says when two black holes collide, one will absorb the other. The two become one bigger hole. That's what they've been telling me. So that's what I wonder too. If like Jack said, if there is actually two, and those two get together and they're like, hey, it'd be fun. Come on, let's hook up. We'll make one great big giant black hole, and let's fuck with those guys over at Spaz Boys Comedy. Suck them in. What if that happens? Because that's how black holes talk. Just in case you guys didn't know, that's how they converse with one another. Just like that. Let's see. Zombie says it takes 100 years for a black hole to consume a white hole, so it probably takes 1,000 years of considering two black holes have the same effect. This is fascinating shit. I knew you guys know. One thing I've said over and over, I'm very proud of here in our community, is we got a lot of people who are pretty sharp on a number of subjects, and you have a host of the whole thing that can't speak because it's subjects. Trucker Ed Show says Super Saiyan 3 Goku will simply scream at the black hole and it will cease to exist. Could happen. If black hole keeps getting bigger, wouldn't the universe be destroyed by a black hole by now? Well, I don't. Trucker Ed took over as stream boss. Excuse me, sorry guys. I don't know, Blind Fury. That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know what the process is for two black holes to mate. I don't. How long it takes for them to combine to become one, or if they can perpetually coexist without combining at some point. I don't know. Jack Queen says, if it is true and they want to suck us all up, I dub first, then it won't change too much as it will exert the same force. It may change some other things, though. This is fucking fascinating. Chrome says, when they combine, some solar systems will be flung out of the galaxy mesh, plus some will probably be flung into one of the black holes, as well as other collisions. Ooh. The black hole might as well suck us in, because I can't speak anymore. That's kind of cool. You guys want to collide into each other when we get sucked up into the black hole? I want to collide with Merlin from Seven Deadly Sins. Cody says if everything orbiting around the black hole stopped moving in relation to the black hole, everything would eventually get sucked into the black hole. Oh, I see. So what you're saying, Cody, is our current motion as a galaxy is what prevents us from being sucked in? And Muhammad says, black holes are created when really dense stars collapse in on themselves and start to bend space-time and are now so massive no light can escape, so it's completely dark. Okay, but what I'm wondering, okay, so was the black hole or black holes that are at the center of our galaxy, were they created at basically the same time that our Milky Way galaxy was created? During whatever part of the Big Bang, the ongoing Big Bang, if you believe, that the universe is ever expanding, were they created to where they were always there? Or did our Milky Way galaxy used to exist on a different set of circumstances, and then the black hole was created, or black holes were created at the center? Adam says, about your question earlier, no black hole is big enough to swallow the universe. The size of a black hole determines its gravitational pulse. That was me misstating, Adam. I didn't mean universe. I meant galaxy. I meant the Milky Way galaxy, or at least portions of the Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, I know I said universe, and that didn't make any sense. Chrome says, like the obvious ones I can think of are a collision could cause planets such as Earth to lose our solar system and become rogue planets, basically losing our sun and heat, but we'll be gone by then. Oh, I don't want to be gone for that. If we're gonna go rogue, I want to experience that. That'd be cool as fuck. Could you imagine? We're just like Chrome says, we become a rogue planet. We're just hurtling out through the cosmos. Can you imagine all the cool shit we'd see? I'll bet you no matter how far we go, there's still goddamn Walmarts. I'll probably need to be. We need to. We're not gonna have a lot of money. We're gonna need good deals on shit. So Jill says, trying to get some sleep, but this boner won't let me. young guy problems. Oh, okay. Here we go. Franklin says it would have been created after the Big Bang, but before the Milky Way. Okay, so the galaxy basically came into existence around the black hole. Gotcha. Huh. Oink says, did we already tell him that black holes lose mass if they don't eat enough? Okay, so now if that's the case, Oink, then this black hole or black holes that are at the center of the Milky Way, if that's the case, what are they eating right now? How are they maintaining right now? Chrome says the black hole is pretty much why galaxies exist. They're the gravitational pull that creates galaxies. All right, I got you. Like suns create solar systems, gravity is a fundamental force of creation. Very cool. M makes a good point as well. Why do the holes have to be black, huh? Racist. Yeah, exactly. Well, somebody just mentioned earlier there are white holes too, but maybe it's a good thing though, and maybe it's good that the black holes are known, because I didn't even know there were white holes. I mean, talking in the cosmic sense, I knew there were in a more personal sense, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe for once it's the whites that have to fight for equality because the black holes are already the ones on top. Lud says the black hole or holes at the center of our galaxy were created by a bunch of smaller black holes absorbing each other until they created a supermassive black hole that's capable of centering a galaxy. God damn, this is fascinating stuff. Jack Queen says, kinda. Initially, black holes come from supermassive stars collapsing. Then they may have absorbed each other until they had enough gravity for things to form and rotate around it like the sun and us. This is good shit. I like this. God damn, that's fun. Deject says, would a black hole be like a chip that stores information? If it stores too much, it spits it out to gain more energy or something like that? No idea, pal. Lud says, hashtag diversify holes. This is, like I say though, this is fascinating the hell out of me. You guys are making this fun for me. Imagination Course says, also black holes degrade so slowly they may as well not be degrading. So here's the question that, okay, you guys have answered a lot of this for me. I mean, as well as humans can answer these things. But here's still my base question. If there is currently a black hole or black holes at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, what day-to-day, year-to-year effect does that black hole have on entities within the Milky Way galaxy, such as Earth? Is there a pull, albeit maybe just minute, but is there a pull always towards that black hole? Or is everything set up in such a situation where everything complements each other perfectly and we have our galaxy and the black hole does not have a significant factor on the day-to-day events in that galaxy? If I made that question clear at all. That's what I'm wondering. Chrome says, gravity, it attractive force pulling all things together. It's the most important of the fundamental forces. Nothing as we currently know it can exist without gravity. It binds us together. Sure, that one I get. That makes sense. Vin says, oh, don't worry, 3,000 years earlier, black holes don't suck our Earth because we have force field, and besides we are in the future. Dragon says once a black hole pulls something in, it will never get out. Well, that's what doesn't it? Dragon, anything it pulls in, it destroys. Correct?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And I get that, Tobirama. He says our solar system. I mean, I only get that because you guys have explained it to me. Our solar system is rotating around the black hole like we go around the sun. I get that. So, but what I'm asking to take a step further, and you may have answered it with that, but I'm not sure. What I'm saying is, I get what you guys are saying, how we rotate around it. But does it have enough gravitational pull that as we rotate, is it also pulling us closer, or is it a perfectly balanced situation? And okay, now let's take that a step further. And if the situation is currently perfectly balanced, what if there are two black holes? If they combined, wouldn't that throw the balance out of whack? God damn, I like bringing up stuff like this. You guys are good. Jack Queen says, "Hey, Death Bomb. It's constantly pulling us in, as well as keeping stars in place in a stellar megalopolis 1 billion times denser than the corner of the galaxy. Wow. Yikes. Can we have pink holes instead?" Sajil says. When near black hole, time slows down. Really? Planet Fury? Does it? I didn't realize that. The Trucker Ed show, is the black hole liberal or cool? Muhammad says we do have a magnetic field, but with enough energy, it could be stripped away and Earth would become like Mars. Oh, yikes! Then we're if we just go out becoming Martians, that's going to be anticlimactic, though. Mr. Papavarachia says it does pull us in. Well, that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. If we are, if its gravitational force, if its gravitational force is having an effect on us, at what point does that gravitational pull become significant, or become the end all? Ed Edgar says, we're protection before going into
Oh
a black hole. Good
yeah.
advice. Dragon says, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. The thing that it pulls in are all compressed into a single point.
Oh
So
yeah.
that would obliterate anything that it pulls in. Right, Dragon? That's what you're saying? Could it be compressed into that single point? Hey, Trucker Ed took over as Stream Boss.
Oh yeah.
Cthulhu says, so we're just a pleasure bead made for black holes. Uh, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, Cthulhu, that as far as my eventuality and my purpose, that doesn't surprise me. That's all I am. Chrome says the balance would be thrown off, but it'd eventually stabilize in a new order. There's galaxies with far bigger black holes than ours. Outer solar systems are always at risk of being flinging away. Would it at least have the decency to give us a notice, like an eviction notice or something? If the black hole is going to fire us out into space or something out of our own galaxy and just make us a wanderer, you would think legally they would at least have to give us some sort of heads up. One day we all wake up and there's a big note stuck on the side of the earth. Big red print, eviction notice. I think that's the least the black hole could do. You want to at least be polite about it. Lick says we have a Disney force field protecting us from the evil holes. DJX says if a black hole dies and explodes, would the energy expelled create a ripple, and maybe that's why we're expanding away? I don't know. Do black holes die? Somebody was saying earlier, somebody had mentioned that they degrade, but it's at a very, very, very slow rate. I don't know. Last post. It's bad today, you guys. We're going to go to the last poof. Timothy says, last
Oh
poop, please. So I'm going to look for his last
yeah.
poop. Jeez, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me more than what's typically wrong with me. Hold on, I got to find Timothy's here. His last poop. Where are you at, Timothy? Did I miss him? Since you guys can't see what I'm scrolling, I'm asking you guys if I missed him. Okay, hold on. How far up was this? I must have missed you or something. Hold on. I'm trying to find Timothy's last post and. All right, I see it because I just look at it by icon picks. That's the easiest way to pick one out. Oh, there it is. I went right by it. Timothy says all this stuff goes way over my head, but man, this stuff is awesome. Me too. That's why I wanted to talk about this today. When I read that article, it was fascinating to me. And again, I know no matter what, and again, I give you guys credit for this. No matter what the topic is, we have people that come to the streams regularly that have a significant amount of knowledge on the topic. Is YouTube staff still monitoring for us, or did we bore them away? YouTube the YouTube moderation team came in and went, "Oh, Jesus Christ, they really are just talking about black holes in space." I'm going back to Pornhub. Carew says, Curtis, have you ever heard of the movie Interstellar? That movie features the most accurate depiction of a black hole in any movie ever. Really? It's funny you bring that up because when they were making that movie Interstellar, they made an accompanying short film about our life here on Earth, and they asked people to send in video snippets, and two of the things I sent in made it. So there is an accompanying piece to the movie Interstellar, which no, I haven't seen yet, but it's got my wife in one scene, and another scene. You can't see them because it's shot from behind them, and it's dark. They're watching fireworks. It's got my wife and Brax in it too. So they became movie stars. You say we're crashing into a black hole, but my stepsister isn't here, Morbid Melody says. The plot to every video on Pornhub currently. Jack Queen says nothing lasts forever, not even black holes, only God and herpes. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Hey, Declan, good to have you. Scientists estimate, Nirvana Boss says, that there are about 10 million black holes in the Milky Way alone, and most lead isolated lives. Wow. Black holes lead kind of lonely existences then, don't they? Holy shit. Muhammad says, the Large Hadron Collider has been able to create microscopic black holes. I read something about that. I'd forgotten about that. On Earth, which is really dangerous because it could lead to Earth getting devoured. I had read something about that, Muhammad. I had forgotten all about that. I didn't even know if it was a fact that they had done it or if it was rumored that they had done it. But I did read something about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was pretty cool, Lude. It was pretty cool. It's online somewhere. I don't remember where, but again, it's not the movie Interstellar itself, but the production company, because this is when they were producing, it was back when I was doing video work. They were, again, creating this accompanying piece, and they just asked for videos of life on Earth, and that's what the video they used of my wife was when we went down to the 9/11 memorial, and she was really moved by it, and she was crying at the memorial. And then, like I say, the other one is a shot I took of my wife and Brax watching the fireworks at Disney World, and I took the shot from behind them so you could see, them watching the fireworks themselves. And they used both. It's just very, very brief, but they used both of them. Simon says, damn, black holes are the biggest emos in the galaxy. Yeah, they're kind of like neats, actually, Simon. Funny Moment says, black holes love sucking. Luke says, one day God had a very interesting night with some random batch of void he found. He made a big bang and now he's got black holes all over his genitals. And I'm sure if we look hard enough online, we can find the porn that accentuates that whole story. uh, Please stop spreading that it's dangerous. LOL Chrome says it's less dangerous than nuclear power plants, which people already think is more dangerous than it is. Yeah, that I have a little more knowledge about, and I completely agree with you, Chrome. People overstate the current danger of nuclear power plants insanely. The danger that they present now, as opposed to what they presented back in the mid '80s, it's astronomical, the differences. Andrew says, you finished Vinland yet? You
Oh,
can't, oh yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait for your reaction. Yeah, that finished over at the Goose. Oh shoot, what a while ago, guys, right? Almost a month ago. Yeah, Vinland's all done over there, Andrew. It was fantastic. It's it's right. It might be my favorite slice of life anime. Nirvana Boss says, "What are you doing, step black hole?" No, it couldn't lead to. Mr. Peppy says, no, it couldn't lead to Earth being devoured because it dies and disappears unless the second due to how teeny it is. I didn't follow there, Mr. Peppy. I got lost in the conversation. I don't know what you mean by how teeny it is. Well, I know what how teeny it is means because women keep telling me that all the time. Muhammad says, dying by black hole is horrible. Imagine being crushed until all the atoms are stacked on top of each other, and at the same time you're suffocating and burning because black holes are thousands of degrees. Sounds like a shitty day. It just hadn't, like I say, black hole can come suck us in or whatever it's got to do. Just not while I'm on a cliffhanger for one of our animes. I don't need that shit. I don't need to have something left. You know, like if they'd have got me after, if it had come and got me after episode 23 of Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, sorry guys. Oh wait, did I get asked about? I was talking about Violet Evergarden. I think Vinland yet. Yes, I'm sorry, Andrew. I just finished Vinland. I was thinking Violet. I was talking about Violet Evergarden with a friend of mine all day yesterday, and I was thinking Violet Evergarden. Yes, Vinland. Vinland is. I did finish it, and because I'm several days ahead because we're going on vacation. Well, not actually even on vacation. We're just going away up the Northway for a couple days around Christmas. So I'm recording in advance. But yes, I am done with it. I apologize. I completely read that wrong. Among Us streams aren't canceled, Wolverine. I just haven't got back to them because it seems like every day I go to stream, there's something like this. I just enjoy these conversations. M says, I enjoy these discussions that I make planet and galaxy cookies. Nice! Perfect timing, M. And I like cookies. Well, you guys are well aware of that. A black hole will tear you apart, not crush you? Ooh. Black holes are like miserable bitches. It's like they come up with the most imaginative ways to bring you to a torturous demise. Damn. Trucker Ed shows says Walmart's a black hole. Yeah, I've been to several Walmarts I would classify that way. Yeah, I tend to agree. Oh, Blind Fury says one scientist believes the Big Bang was caused by another universe creating our universe. That's kind of interesting. Jack Queen says we should do more of these streams. Easily my favorite kind of streams. One of my favorites too, Jack. Yeah, I like these streams. Again, typically, I do these streams, just like today, not with a specific plan in mind. It's just I read this article and I'm like, okay, because when my knowledge is that weak on something and it's fascinating to me like that, I know that I can fire up a stream and get some good details. Big O says, I'm not a physicist, just watch some documentaries, but from what I gather, the closer you get to the event horizon, the cutoff point where light can't escape, the more time and space starts to warp. That's so freaky. Wow. Now, again, I can only relate it back to my prison experiences, but that's true there, too. The closer you get to that black hole, time and space starts to warp. You start to hallucinate and everything. Chrome says there's all kinds of theories about black holes. There's even concepts insanely advanced civilizations can exist at the end of time at the edge of a black hole.
Oh,
That's pretty fucking fascinating
yeah.
right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Chrome. I mean, just it just takes a second to even absorb all that, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Wolverine says, "King me, I'll make subbed anime illegal." Oh, Wolverine, you didn't quite get it. Trucker Ed held on by a sliver. It's because you said you're going to make subbed anime illegal, bro. Susan didn't allow you to do it. um, Black holes are epic, Corny Cobb says. Man, what if this stream was a voice call? I would assume it would be the best call ever. We are all clearly people with manners. Well, you know what, Simon? This is one of the things I, I love about our streams and about this community here. Is what and two that's a lot of that goes credit to the mods because it's nice to be able to just come on and have a conversation about this. And really, we don't suffer a lot of the slings and arrows of stupidity that you generally get on social media and specifically at YouTube with morons coming by just to be dicks. Well, for one thing, we don't tolerate them. We send them packing, but we typically send them packing by berating them rather vigorously as well. And that seems to work. Dragon says the microscopic black holes that we can see pose no threat. They're too small and don't last long. We can't create them large enough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about at the Hadron Collider. Gotcha. Dragon took over the stream boss. Lick says, LOL, simp.
Oh, yeah.
Karu says, the closer you get to the center, the more time slows down for you. Hundreds of years could go by in a single second. Wow. Black holes allow time travel to the future by speeding up the universe around you. God damn, that's some fascinating shit. If it weren't for that whole ripping you apart thing, boy, we just got to figure a way at some point. Well, we had this conversation. I'll have to save this one for before we get too into it for another stream because it's a whole conversation in and of itself because we had touched on it before about the potential of time travel. But we'll do that on a separate stream. Adam says also the event horizon of a black hole can create a time paradox. So if you get sucked into a black hole, you will time travel. However, you will die the moment you enter the black hole gravity pull. Black holes are assholes because they tease you with all this kind of really cool shit that they can provide, but they're only going to provide it for a nanosecond, then rip you to shreds. Dicks. Let's see. Oink, that is incorrect. I'm here exclusively to be a dick. Oink says. Oh, here. Zombie says, Zambi Kill says, white holes spit out the material they have, but the only way it has material is because it used to be a black hole and needs to consume to become a white hole. Really? Typically, I gotta say, the white holes that spit, in my experiences, I have no use for it because they're not completing the job. I mean, it's a half-assed job if you spit. But it occurs to me as I say that we're probably talking about different types of white holes. Okay, so just never mind what I said. Jake says, there are some guesses that inside a black hole is another universe. So maybe all the matter that is crushed by a black hole is the matter that goes into making the new universe. Ah. So if it weren't for the fact that we would not be able to survive the traversing into the black hole, once we got in there, we might have found some people to hang out with. Maybe have like really easy hot women there or something. And yet the black hole's going to rip me apart before I can get it. Oh, that's wrong. Ocho says, no, black holes, no matter how size, is dangerous. There's no scientific studies that humans create a legit miniature black hole. Well, like I say, that when that was brought up earlier, I know I had read something about the Hadron Collider, but I didn't know if I don't remember if the article said it was rumored they had been able to create microscopic black holes, or if they actually had. That I couldn't remember. St. Bellestrade says, have you looked into the alternate theory for black holes called gravastars? The theory changes a few details about how they work and don't break physics. That's interesting. No, like I've been saying, Bellestrade, my knowledge on these topics, which is why I leave it to you guys, is very superficial. So I'm learning as you guys fill me in with everything here. Hey, fill me in. Oink says, I looked it up, and the black holes eat nearby stars, but even if there aren't any nearby, they lose mass so slowly that they won't disappear, even if they don't eat anything for millions of years. Somebody else had mentioned something along those lines. Oink, they said that the black holes degrade extremely slowly. Simon says, well, this is the best stream I have ever been to. Longtime fan of your channel. Expect more donations for me to come. Well, thanks, Simon. I appreciate that. I love these streams. Again, this one just came up off the cuff today because I had read that article in the Post. And again, this is a testament to you guys that it seems like no matter what topic comes up, we have a significant number of people in here who will give you some good information on the topic. Chrome says, if we learn to manipulate gravity, we could probably study black holes a lot easier. I mean, the big risk is the gravity crushing you. If you can manipulate gravity, that becomes a lesser risk. That makes sense. Zambi Kill says, what if a black hole is just a portal to another universe, and when it becomes a white hole, it's just a planet from another universe slowly forming? God damn, it's just, the cosmos itself is so mind-bogglingly fascinating to me. I just love having conversations like this. Dragon says, the purpose of the collider is to smash microscopic particles together at extremely high speeds. Right, Dragon. That part I got, but I just couldn't remember in what I had read if they had said they had witnessed the creation of microscopic black holes, or if that was rumored that's what had taken place. Dragon, stream boss. Adam says a 9mm black hole will have the gravitational pull on the Earth, which means if a miniature black hole was on Earth, that means we're already dead and are simply inside of a time paradox. Wow, that's freaky. So basically the black hole pulled its 9mm on us. And it probably held it like this, too. If black hole's going to suck on me, it can at least buy me dinner first. Well, that's what I'm saying, mock media. Black holes are, listen, the one thing I'm learning, media, about this whole thing is black holes are extremely rude. They have the potential to provide us with all kinds of entertainment and cool shit, and it's always at a price. It's always at a cost. They're kind of dicks. While we really love Ebony Girls on this channel, who'd have guessed? Jill says. Professor Periwinkle says, a black hole walks into a bar and orders a drink. The bartender asks if it would like food with that. The black hole says, no thanks. I'm a light eater. That was painfully awesome. I love bad jokes, bad puns. That one hurt a little bit. Big O says, what do you think about quantum physics? That I don't understand quantum physics. St. Bellestrade says there's an era of the universe long after all the stars burn out where there are only black holes left. However, there are theories about new things being created even after that. Wow. God damn. Triangle Lullaby says, would you ever do reactions to Long Beach Griffey? Yeah, within the last couple of weeks. Just go to our the video page on our channel and you'll see them. They're there. Jack Queen says, white holes are a mathematical concept in which we study the area around black holes pretending there's no mass. There's theories that what goes into a black hole comes out a white hole in another universe. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's what's so fascinating to me. And yet, we would get ripped to shreds by trying to take that trip. I think the black holes need to become better, more hospitable tunnels that don't just shred you for having the nerve to, take a peek inside. Jay says, Jeff Steinhauer made a tiny scale models of black holes in his lab out of rubidium atoms. Really? God damn, this is fascinating shit. Icewave says, hey, black hole, don't touch my butt cheeks. That's right. What are you doing? Black hole, what are you doing back there? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Conclusion. Black holes are God's emo bottom who will suck on people and make time paradoxes just because they can't stop sucking. I won't give them more than $5 and I won't expect that much. Yeah, Simon. Yeah, it's a we get what we pay for type thing. I understand. No, I haven't heard of him, Dragon Sears. Dragon says, Curtis, you heard of Jacob Barnett? No, I haven't. Fascinating kid. Posted it in our Discord under Weirdos and Ideas. No, I haven't. It's some genius kid, I would assume. Chrome says, we know black holes exist not because we can see them, but because we can see their effect. We see the disk of gas swirling around it being devoured, so we know something is doing it. Same dark matter, we know it exists because of their effect, so logically there must be a cause and dark matter, we know it exists because of their effect, so logically there must be a cause. Makes sense. Don says black holes are singularities because they have a mass but no volume. Does that mean white holes would be the opposite, volume but no mass? God damn, this is fascinating stuff to think about. I mean, it does. You guys bring up so many different things that it's like I'm going to have to reread the chat later because otherwise I'll just be sitting here while I'm supposed to be hosting a live stream going, trying to make my mind wrap around some of the things that you guys are saying. Flying Penguin says, what happens in the black hole stays in the black hole. It tells no tales. Jack Queen says, time to stop offering virgins to the black hole. Everyone but Lick's prepare to get tested. Oh. That's good. Let's see. A crazier theory I saw was that Lude says, a crazier theory I saw was that black holes will devour all matter in the universe eventually, absorb each other, condensing the universe's entire matter into a single point, creating another Big Bang. Wow. So by then, of course, we're all long gone. Do us as individuals get another go round in the new Big Bang? I think we should. we'll probably still be one thing's for sure, we'll still we'll still be having these conversations. We'll still be having these conversations on the live streams. Fred dead, yeah, Alex. I don't. Again, you know, even trolls are fun to just screw with and demean, but when you're just a pathetic attention seeker, I mean, it's not even worth my time. Hey, Jeremy. It's just so over the top that it's just like, please, somebody look at me. Please, somebody talk about me. It's like, yeah, it's pretty sad. Dollar says, you move through space the slower you move through time. As you fall, you'll see things in front of you that have experienced even greater time dilation. Wow. Dragon Sphere says, can we send all SJWs to a black hole? That should be our number one plan. I sure as hell ain't going to be the one out there blocking that from taking place. No, I just got rid of them, Lude. Yeah, again, you know, if you're somebody that's just batshit crazy like Mark Bark or something, that's fun to screw with. When you're somebody that just desperately needs attention, they're not going to get it here. Dragon says, like, I believe if you can't say something nice about somebody, you must be talking about Hillary Clinton. That's pretty good, though. I like that. Ed Edgar says, something in the 10th dimension where anything is possible. Super Saiyan Curtis with full set of hair is saving the universe. Hey, Lego Chad. I like that. That would be so cool. Being a yeah, it's hard to imagine anything in anime that we've seen that would be cooler to be than a Saiyan. St. Bellestrand says, the theory of time is that you can time travel forward so far that you wrap around into the next Big Bang and can come back around in the same timeline you were in, technically going back in time. Wow. That's a lot to absorb. Wow. I'd like to make that trip. Dowlord says you read part 2 of a 3-part message. Oh, okay, that's why, Dowlord. Yeah, because what I do is, you know, I just grab messages as they go, as I look down and see what message is in front of me as it scrolls by. So yeah, that happens sometimes. The greatest hole that is a threat to us is Cornholio's bunghole. Kaiser says, I love that show.
Oh,
And those specific
yeah.
episodes. I need TP from my bunghole. Isaac Arthur? Yeah, I find this stuff fascinating, to be honest with you. Saf says. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Darkness can take a black hole. I've got Konosuba on the range. Me too, Willie. It's funny you say that. I just finished. My wife rearranged our living room for Christmas to put the tree up and stuff. Now, when I'm on the treadmill, I can't see the TV. I said, well, that's fine. I've got things I want to catch up on. So I finally watched the Konosuba movie on my phone while I was on the treadmill. So I finally got to see the Konosuba movie. So perfect timing. Yes, that's been on my brain too. And that was real.
Oh,
God, I love those characters. That was
yeah.
fun, that movie. Dragon says, I believe that anyone who wants to wear a thong has to go through an application process. Yeah, and I think a lot of people that are wearing them now would currently get denied in that process. Chrome says we can't observe large portions of our universe, dark matter, yet with our tech and knowledge, so we have to observe their effects instead and theorize. Then we create simulations and models to test. Sure, makes sense. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Jacqueline says it is important to note that a black hole can't eat a whole galaxy. Its reach isn't far enough. But my question would be, okay, if it can have an effect on objects that are the closest to it, can it start pulling more of those objects in from the galaxy? I just watched the movie, Loot. I just got done with it. That Konosuba. I've been dying to watch it. I just never have the time to do it. Flat Earthers fascinate me, Dragonsphere says, especially people who are so outlandish they believe the Earth is 50 miles away. Yeah, it's just it's a little frightening, actually. Chrome says the Konosuba film is probably the best current arc, honestly. The backgrounds in the film are gorgeous. I loved it, Chrome. It was so much fun. I really liked the ending too. You know, with Megumin and Kazuma. That was just cute the way it ended. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. A lot. Thought I would, though. Those characters are so great. Downward says the 3-part message goes into what you might experience falling into a black hole the size of our solar system. The bigger the black hole, the weaker the tidal forces, so you would survive longer. Oh, that kind of makes sense. I'm just reading it again because I want to understand for sure what you're saying. Of our solar, the bigger the black hole, the weaker the. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can see where that would be. The smaller the black hole, you would have more concentrated
Oh,
ripping effect.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of cool. 18 Shenden says black holes can die. They leak matter. Just takes an incredible amount of time. Yeah, that's been the impression I've been getting, Shenden. People have been saying that they do degrade, but it's very, very, very slow. Well, somebody else brought that up, Adam, saying Universe Sandbox 2. I had never even heard of that, but that would be something pretty cool to experiment around with. I didn't even know it existed. X says I had some problems sending in super chats. I'm just testing the super chat function. Well,
Oh,
thanks, my friend. Oh, and your stream
yeah.
boss too. I appreciate that, X. Could be. Who knows with Susan? We've had many issues with super chats, and no matter how many boxes I untick or uncheck here, telling YouTube that I don't want anything censored, they still censor the hell out of everything, especially super chats. So maybe that was part of the problem. I don't know. I don't want anything censored here at the channel, but apparently I don't have that option. Let's see. Ruby says, not related to this, but there's a theory that the universe will replace itself when its meaning is found with a thing even stranger. The thing is, it might have already happened. We could be the stranger thing. Well, that's what it is, little baby. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Oh well. Yeah. Well, we know we're all gonna eventually. At some point, we'll probably all, whoever of us are remaining, will all go together. Lick says, I can't wait for us all to die. Meteor Sun denied us, but Black Hole Senpai is a lot hotter anyway. Huh? All right, guys. Well, I gotta go. This was fun. Thank you guys for this stream. And seriously, and I mean this sincerely, thank you for all the information. I've got a hell of a lot in this hour and change. I've learned more about black holes and their potential effects on everything than I had my whole life prior. Well, I also didn't pay attention in school, so there's that. But I appreciate it, and we will do more streams like this because I enjoy these. I wouldn't mind having another stream talking about the eventuality of the planet, and what people think are the most likely cataclysmic events that will end life on the planet and stuff. Real upbeat, fun stuff like that. But we'll definitely do more of these. I love doing this stuff. Thank you guys again very much. I appreciate all that you contributed to this and the conversations and everybody just keeping it fun. Now, even though it's Sunday sticky stuff, it's cosmic. It is. You guys had to know it. It's cosmic sticky stuff. This sticky stuff today, I'm going to say it. The sticky stuff today is coming directly from my own personal black hole. That's right. Everybody just grabbed for their officially licensed sticky stuff fanny packs now. Yeah, that's right. Here it comes. Cosmic sticky stuff. Fresh from the Curtis Special black hole. Here it comes. Pampu, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you. Look at the stars and the density and feel the gravitational pull. Be careful you don't lose your fanny pack in that, because man, this sticky stuff has got some pull. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashlight like buggy. And as always, most importantly, even in a black hole, it can't tear this apart. Goosh, 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 goosh.